Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. More from LA in a moment. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Chargers at 7-2 here on the year. And they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Now 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Slot man moves right. Harris now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Off the play fake, Harris. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now Harris throwing on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Harris. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 2nd down, Eckler. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Harris on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Give up the middle to Strong. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Drops it off for Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
To throw is Harris. To throw from his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And some strong running. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Off play action. Harris. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Harris. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Harris. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And quickly they get to the line. Harris looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 4 receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Harris looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 22, Chargers 10. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harris. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down on a big play there. A gain of 14 on what was a 4th and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
29-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 9 here. It's caught here by Adams. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.